Well, as you can see, what we just saw came over this morning. This has been a while since we've only saw this PLM dollar group helicopter anyway, which, as you can tell, this morning that was the Eurocopter AS.355-F2-NP. That was we just seen came over this morning anyway, which fortunately to say, this has been a while since we've only saw this one anyway. It's been a while since we've only saw this PLM dollar group helicopter anyway, which I haven't seen this one in months anyway. It looks like it's just circling around again, I think, anyway, but I can definitely hear it, but I can't see it. Wow, looks like he was almost going to come back, but obviously he didn't anyway. He was just only circling around, he was anyway. It's just only circling around anyway. As you can see now, it's just now only circled around just over Pontsneath anyway. So yeah. But anyway, so as you can see, what we just saw here, he's only done a fair bit of loop this morning anyway. Whereas the to start with, he came here for a bit of a hover to start with anyway, and then just from here, it then slightly moved anyway, and then he just turned around and did another loop anyway. Whereas as you can see, so literally as you can see, he was just near Budok anyway. So as he was facing towards Budok, he was slightly turning left. He was anyway. Once he was doing a loop anyway, doing a loop round just between Penryn and near Falmouth anyway. Well, basically not far from Falmouth anyway. Basically he's just only done one loop anyway. And then as you can see, where he was, where we saw it to start with, I think he was flying at 10,000 feet where he was to start with anyway. Where we saw it coming, he was coming past Mabe anyway. So he was coming just somewhere near Mabe direction by the looks of it. So yeah, so by the looks of it today, he's just came all the way, well basically he's doing some training this morning anyway, just over around the whole side of Cornwall this morning anyway. Whereas as you can see, this morning it took off, it's based at Newquay Airport, probably just around like this, probably around 9:10. I think they took off in Newquay just around quarter past 9 this morning anyway. So basically, first he was around near Newquay Airport anyway, so he was around near Newquay Airport this morning anyway. But basically he was over just near Newquay and then somewhere just over Indian Queens anyway. Whereas from here he's just done a few laps of training anyway. He did one just over near St Newland East, and then he did one by the looks of it near Short Lanes End and just like near between Short Lanes End and Truro. And then just from here he then just did a pass between Redriff and Camborne anyway. Whereas as you can see now, he's still hovering around just over Pontsneath anyway. But by the looks of it now, he's still hovering around Pontsneath anyway. But it looks like he's just hovering around there at the moment. But can't tell you if it's coming back another round or not. I don't know. But can hear it coming back again, but I don't think he's... Yeah, I can probably just say the background anyway, he's still hovering. Just technically he's still hovering just around Pontsneath anyway. Still hovering around anyway. Well, I don't know what he's doing, but normally with this one, he normally just goes over to past North Cornwall anyway. Which normally after that, it doesn't do hovering over Pontsneath normally, but normally it doesn't hover around Pontsneath normally though. Normally it just goes straight into North Cornwall anyway, for the coastal bypass anyway. Where it normally goes to is Newquay anyway, back to Newquay, and then from there then it goes back down south, and then soon by the time it will go past St Austell and St Blaise anyway. So it's got to do that round next, just after Newquay. So yeah, there he goes. Look, he's just now, looks like he's now heading back over to North Cornwall direction now anyway. So yeah, it's just now heading back to the North Cornwall direction now anyway. So yeah, basically this is a helicopter that's based down at Birmingham Airport anyway, which that's where it came from anyway. It came from all the way from Birmingham Airport anyway. So yeah, which this is technically, this is where it came from anyway, just all the way from Birmingham Airport anyway. And then because normally for the time being, like after it's done its training, it should be going over to Cardiff Heliport anyway, which basically this is what helicopter does sometimes anyway, especially with the PLM dollar grip and the network rail, because sometimes they tend to go over to Cardiff Heliport for a few nights and then back to Birmingham anyway. So yeah. But anyways, as you can see, the registration is G-PDGP, and with the call sign is PDG60, that is. PDG60, that is. So yeah, basically this is the call sign that we usually see on this anyway. Especially I think this is why, because we've mostly seen this one recently this year in Cornwall, which is the PLM dollar grip helicopter, which normally we do see that one quite often in Cornwall, but especially it comes here for like every other week in Cornwall for a flyover, which this is what this helicopter does most of the time anyway. That's it comes here for every other week in Cornwall for most of other weeks. So yeah, it's what it does every other week for a run anyway. Sometimes it does the Monday run, sometimes Tuesday, and sometimes the Wednesday run. But obviously, as you can tell, today it's just on the Wednesday run today, which I don't know why. So yeah, it's been a while since we've only saw this helicopter. So yeah, it's been probably just about between 1 or 2 months now anyway. Probably just about two. It's been a while since we haven't seen this helicopter for about 2 months. It's been about 2 months ago that we haven't seen this helicopter, which is the PLM dollar group. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, hopefully after this training it should be heading towards Cardiff Heliport hopefully today, which that's where we should be travelling back to anyway, probably travelling back to Cardiff Heliport. So yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye. By the looks of it, it's just now looks like it's going to True area now by the looks of it, I don't know why. So yeah. Okay, so yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.